understand. Anyway. Oh. What a day. What a day. Dude, I don't even know why, it's not new. Old energies are popping up that are just, like, highly volatile. It's like they're so bored. I don't understand. And it's like, I don't know what to think. Right now. It's this world that I live in, it's so strange. It's so unreal. So I want to find out, what kind of world do we live in, Spirit? What kind of world are we living in right now? Give me a current events kind of layout as far as what it means. You can give me some, like, premonitions if you like. The Oracle has spoken. What do you want to say, Spirit? What are some signs of the times? Okay. Okay, they have a lot here. Okay. Jeez, it keeps coming up my sleeve. Ooh, magic. Magic of my sleeve. Loss. Numero uno. Okay. And this, deception. Happiness in reverse. Barrier in reverse. Clarity in reverse. Hidden enemy in reverse. Patience in reverse. And the stranger. Stranger danger. Jeez, what? Is it stranger danger? I mean, it's out in the open. It's no longer... Oh, wait, no, wait. So it's opposite day if it's in reversal. Oh, what is going on? Yeah, things are not what they seem. A lot of masks. A lot of it due to coping mechanisms. So some people deal with loss. I don't want to say correctly because everybody deals with loss in their own way. It's just a natural step within developments. But some people cope better, more effectively than others. Being so, deception is here. It's not saying that people play both sides, the majority, but there's definitely masks, okay, that are built out of a longing to be happy. That's what I'd have to say. I wouldn't say sadness here. I mean, people who wear masks and that are very developed within their masks have already experienced the depths of sadness or loneliness. So I would have to say that there's more of a longing to be happy. So, like, how can you, blame them? Doesn't everybody want to be happy? The thing is, the constructs, the aesthetics is what's, like, kind of killing the possibility of it. Wait a sec. I thought I was charging this, buddy. Give me a second. Okay, hold on. Oh, now I am. Okay. There we go. But it's weird because it's like there's an open door, a portal, okay, there's a portal that's open right now, okay. We're standing, like, on the threshold between here and there. And it's about making the decision. Like, we experience death, but in, like, hangman mode, which means that we have an objective point of view when we have to deal with loss, It's like we have to stand apart from the situation for the like most healthiest like why am I hearing form of seduction? Yeah, I guess that's the most inviting way of dealing with death is standing apart from the situation. Not standing apart from the situation, but I guess it's more of like in beautifying and romanticizing it. A lot of people like within spirituality, like the whole bandwagon thing catching on, is creating it to be like an out-of-body experience. And like that's probably the highest realm in way in which we can deliver this and be delivered at the same time. But in hangman position, it's like you stand, you're more objective to what this truly means. Okay. So there's an opening to that. The next 4 cards are displaying a realm of confusion. Oh, you know who I think the hidden enemy is? It's us. You know, like underneath the surface, under wraps, it's us. But it's also saying what adds to this confusion in this new world that we live in, or this world that we're living in right now, is that our enemies are out in plain sight. They may come off as friend energy. Oh, for real. Like this is a gala. Definitely. So nobody has patience for this stuff. Like tick tock, tick tock. Oh yeah, I can feel that. So people are coming in and out of our lives, you know. There's no there's something about wanting to move quickly and discreetly. This is the kind of world we live in, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to put these other cards away. Okay, they want me to take these cards. Okay, so it's separated. Okay, it's good fortune, fair gray-haired woman. This is the like how-to on the second side, which is like more strategic. We have peace in reverse, brown-haired. Oh, you know what? Holy smackerels. I didn't invite the angels in. I'm so sorry. Angels of light and love, I welcome you. Oh, frick. Wow, burp. Yeah. Welcome you in to direct and protect these messages. My chakras, my auras, my space, my health and wellness, my essence, and that of our children's. My children's, okay? But yeah, because these are like really some... Spirit, I'm going to be straight up with you. This looks pretty awful. But let's be positive here. Let's see what these cards hold, okay? Because, let's see, brown-haired man in reverse, jealousy, gain in reverse, justice in reverse, fair gray-haired man upright, anxiety in reverse, generosity, and then the Fool card in reverse. So definitely, you know, I feel like there's a lot of people dealing with a lot on their plate, more than usual. And it's like, when is there going to be an end to this? And I think this goes also for the macrocosm. Like, if I tuned into the news, this would not be the era in which I would turn on the news. Not because of just like the whole realm of fake news, but like I got too much shit going on here. That's all, like, no, I don't have room for that right now, okay? So that's what I feel like, because this many cards within the varying, like, let's do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, it's like 10 of wands here. Like, God, are we studying like for, it just feels like studying for finals or something. Like, what is it that I have to memorize here in order to get through it? So there are some frustrations, a loss with patience. However, there's something about magnetizing the maturity within us. That's good fortune within us. So this is not awful. This is you know, some people say, like, when you, like, elevate in dimensions, it's, like, all happy-dappy, wonderful, great. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Good for you. But, I think in order to be within that energy, you're also graduated into this field that where you have to work with what you've got. You know what I mean? You're not just given, like, this new mindset and these new abilities to just, like, la-ti-da, everything is wonderful and great. No, you're supposed to put it to use. And so it's more complex. There's more challenge here, okay? Hence there's more strategy to side too. Like more, like it's a more developed how to. Okay, you got your hands deeper into the pot. It's now elbow deep. It hasn't swallowed your full arm, so we still got, like, our rotating cuffs is what I'm hearing, or, you know, blades, I don't know, but we still can feel the feels without, I mean, it does feel like full immersion, but it doesn't render us immobile, and that's a 100% thing we're looking at here. So this world that we live in, it's making us look at our younger selves, like rewinding back, okay? What is it about... Hey, hold on real quick. Because there's loss here. Yeah, oh my gosh, it is. Oh my gosh, look. Okay, so, look. Okay, so there's unrest, okay? That's peace in reverse. Then a brown-haired man in reverse, which is, like, depicting someone, like, younger, page or knight level. And then we see jealousy, but I just realized that face, like, that's what sealed the deal. That face is one of a younger person. There's jealousy. Then we have loss right there and justice in reverse there. So it's having us examine our younger selves, our, you know, like, how, regardless of however old you are, it's rewinding back, taking a look at our younger selves, okay? Being able to rise to the Cajun. Some of you, like, have Cajun affiliations. Yeah, I could feel it. I could taste it in my mouth. But taking a good look at ourselves, you know, as a higher selves, without, like, with the truth, but, like, no longer any anxiety. And there's this is, again, it's like, I don't know, this is so weird. Oh my gosh, it's like dual development time, because this is a way to give back to yourself, okay? And this is what era that we're living in right now. People are having to take a really good look at themselves, a really good look across the passage of time, because the Fool card is at the back, and it's in reversal too. So your journey is not suspended, but it's being suspended. You know, being in suspension without, like, the added suspense. What's next? This is a very contemplative time to get real with yourself. There's got to be some kind of planetary stuff going on. I don't freaking know, but it's your younger self in hangman mode, like, and then your more mature self in hangman mode, okay? And there's, like, death in the middle. You're like, what the fuck happened between here and there? And I mean, that's your most aggravating days. But it's like taking a good look at yourself. Like, we're both in cocoon status, and we're just hanging out, we're hanging around, and all we can do is just, like, rotate. Remember rotating cups or something like that? So we're immersed in, like, this being right here, and all we can do is kind of just, like, look, like, the other sentience is just us. And it's like we're both experiencing death, you know what I mean? In some aspect we are. So that's the era that, or the world that we're living in right now. So talk about eras, okay? Okay, so we have bad news in reverse. This is excellent. This is wonderful. When we come to that realization, in our inbox comes rolling in. Somebody comes in, hats off. Oh yeah, they're saying hats off to us. Dude, coming to that realization is like, you know, that movie Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. I sometimes get it confused with Big Trouble in Little China or something like that, but it's like my brother, you know, it's just basically declaring good news right there. But like hats off to us. But there's also if it's bad news, there's a sense of seriousness in there, like out of respect. Like when you come into class, you're like, take your hats off. This is a classroom, you know, that kind of thing, or church or whatever. Same thing. But this is good. So this era is more triumphant in its bearing of good news. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. Bottom of the deck, love in reverse. So, you know what that song is? Black Eyed Peas, Where Is the Love? That's basically is. What's the war? Oh, that's so sad. Just listen to the first verse. And that's pretty much what that's saying. And then the top of the deck is Victory in Reversey. It's about to uncover. You know what I mean? So this is not like being left stranded and you're like, dude, we're just left here hanging to die. You know, that's it. You know? We're no longer in that atmosphere, and that's how I know that we're like in like a new dimension, a new gravitational pull is what they're saying. So you know, I'm just interested in how this reading is gonna roll out, because I know that everything that I read is coming into fruition. And some people are scared by that. Some people are like amazed by it. Like, how did that even happen? You know? But, what do I want to say about that? I don't want to say anything about that. It's just an acknowledgement that you're not the only one that's thinking about, you know, these things. Okay. So the important thing is that sometimes we feel like there's a haze and over, like, seriously, like major like congestion, overcast around us, like almost like on the verge of a headache. And so our crown chakras are expanding, so it's like almost like this swollen type of effect, like this lingering swollen type of effect. So it's okay to take naps when you need to. It's okay to ask for help, to ask your guides to like help heal you. It's okay to like be within that meditative stance that you're not left alone or left to die, you know, like it's knowing and trusting that you have the help and assistance. And it comes through. They want you to practice that. They want us to give more weight to that than any of like the BS, like, what do you call it? Spell casting, dark magic, whatever, that's used against, how do I say it? That is meant to keep you down, meant to keep you incapacitated. Because I felt like that a couple, like, dude, like I just got up right now, and I should have felt like absolute relief from the occurrence this morning. Like, I could not ask for anything better. You know, like that was just wonderful. Bravo. So that's why it's just, with everything coming in so synchronous, I have to say that like this is a new era. It is. It's like you wake up into this new realm and just things are absolutely different. And it's just different. So but I felt like my stomach was hurting. This was after eating yogurt and like with the stuff on top of it. Should have been fine. And then my head started feeling like fricked. And I couldn't quite place it on like a, what do you call it? God, what do you call it? A psychic attack. I couldn't. But I've got to tell you, everything's synchronous. When the moment, like, it was just before my printer ran out of ink. And like all of these like realizations that I just had to laugh out, but not like sarcastically. It was just like, wow. I do need to build in some comedy here. Taking things a little too seriously. Excuse me. Yeah. My candle burnt out, like at the very last of its wick. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and change you. But I got so involved with like the last moments of things. And that told me that there was dark magic that was coming through because they knew what I was doing. Like when I vocalize what my goals are and what I'm doing, even if it's incremental and it has absolutely 0% directly to do with anybody trying to fuck around, it's, I don't even know what to say. So I'm going to be a bit more careful with what I convey here. It's okay. It's kind of like, what is it? A light conversationalist with the era that we're living in right now. And it's a reality check, but it's not just for me. It's also definitely for you. And so I think that's a great thing. So high five to you. Disclaimer, I'm still working on my high fives. The coordination between my life force and another's, like, I don't have much practice with that. Like, literally the high five. The common grounds for that. Okay, midpoint. What do you want to say? Oh, it's a lesson. Look at that. Tap, tap, tap. Talk about being schooled. Okay. I want to see what's behind that. Is that okay? I feel like it's okay. Confusion. Yeah. So this is a new era that we're living in right now. We're gonna grab the next deck. Seasons of the Witch. I don't know what to expect out of this because I was not super thrilled with the last one. Okay. Greet the darkness. That's what it was. Okay. But for this particular question, Jesus Christ, what do you want to say? You're the great magician. It's going to be okay. It's going to be better than okay. It's going to be awesome. Okay. So, what kind of a world do we live in right now? What is this era? I'm hearing catchphrase. Gotcha. What? Okay. And I'm looking at Kali's necklace, like closer to your stomach. So it's like the solar plexus chakra. Gotcha. Divination. Oh my goodness. What is this all about? Take a breath. Take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. Yeah, so it's being easy on yourself a bit. I mean, this is full moon manifestations right behind her. It's super moon energy. I mean, it has a halo effect. Oh, you know what? I think some people, like, we have some good magic here. People see, like, are more inclined to come to us because of this halo effect that we have with manifestations. Like, it's just so much more appealing. Like, it's not the cute factor, it's like, wow, I want to do that, or we're just gaining interest here. So because of all the energy, even the energy that's like positive, rah, cheering energy, we have to remember that energy is energy and it's still freaking a lot, okay? Crown chakra is growth, okay? So this is also saying as we're becoming stronger with our, like, expansion of our crown chakra, and the one above it, I forget what you call it. But I think that's Archangel Seraphim, something like that. I'm sorry. Is in charge of, like, the open gates thing, you know. So thank you for helping me manage. Oh my gosh. Because it's not even quite like a headache. Like, I can't even, like, label it like that. But that's what's happening to us. Meanwhile, because of that happening, the magnetism, like the force, is like almost like a portal that, like, it's much stronger. Okay, so when we come in contact with others, it's also kind of helping them expand as well. So the force is very strong, which means take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. There's something definitely happening with like the solar system, the planets. You see, it's all laid out right there. Just a portion of them. We're gonna read that. Where did we put that book? Right here. What number? 14. 14 is temperance. Yeah. You know what? Some of you are swimmers too, because when we're talking about temperance, like, it's also about the immersion. It's talking about the alchemy of water, and with, you know, taking a breath and whatnot. It's also embodied within, like, H2O. So just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just get through it. You're good. That's what they're saying. So 14, what do you got to say? What do you got to say about this? Divination. Okay. Cards, tea leaves, coffee, clouds, candlelight, flowers. These are dozens of ways to embrace the art of divination, a practice used to seek guidance from the divine and a part of a witch's toolkit for centuries. It is a beautiful practice that can help you see beyond what is immediately in front of you. It can show you different dangers and gifts, provided new ideas and shut down old ones. Divination is a way to seek the advice of the powers that be, while also showing hidden dangers and truths. If you have full divination, you are being asked to explore your ability to receive guidance from the earth and the divine. Yeah, so if you are here, this definitely applies to you, to employ earth magic in just at least 1 foot out the door. Like, just put out your feelers, okay? It's an exploratory phase. Yeah. Okay. Now it's time to go deeper into your practice, and you must learn to trust in your own ability to feel your way into messages as well as your ability to interpret them. Yeah, this is about making contact with different forms of sentience. So if you see a dragonfly, approach it. If you see a praying mantis, you know how they say, like, talk to your plants. Try to the praying mantis. I felt so bad, like I kicked one across the kitchen floor. I did not. I'm so glad I didn't crush it, dude. I felt bad. It should have, like, attacked me, but it didn't. It trusted me to take it outside. Okay. This card also means that there is a need to take more time to reflect. It can be easy to get lost in the day-to-day without taking time to process everything you've been through. Yeah, talking about the rewind, right? Something as simple as pulling a single card every day, either in the morning or evening, can help you make use of the events around you. It can help you see things that you overlooked or consider something that you would never have otherwise. You know what? I got the feeling that we had people who wanted to start up doing cards. Maybe I'll give a couple of my duplicated decks away. We'll have a contest. A little raffle. Yeah, because, energy carries also, that of their owners. So there's like kind of a blessing of the interaction. You know, when you like say like, okay, you get a customer or like, yeah, like a customer wherever you work, a client, and like you realize that that's not within your specialty, and they respect you enough to be able to give your like referral, like you refer them to another expert, and you say like, hey, you're in good hands. What was I going with this? Oh, the cards, yeah. You're in good hands because like I know this person, it's gonna be good. Okay. So it's that introduction of the networking that has been pre-established, and that energy that's involved with that like has already built up the sentience within, you know, the tools that you're working with. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Dumbledore's wand, basically. Yeah, somebody's gonna get upset that I put an F right there. Dumbledore. Isn't it Dumbledore? Not Dumbledore. Somebody's gonna get so mad. So, anyway, very similar to that. Just saying. I mean, like, 90% of my decks are used. More than 90%. Previously loved. Okay, so that's what we got here. So we have people who want to start it up, and it's great. It's like people who use quotes all day, like at the bottom of their freaking email, or you know, it's a new trend having to put that on, like putting quotes up on LinkedIn. It's basically just, it's okay. It's okay. All right. It's like the closest thing that a normie would sink into their own lives. Other forms of divination to try: automatic writing or drawing messages received from spirit realm while in an altered state of consciousness. I don't know how to do that really. They say that I could do that. I think I kind of tried once, but I didn't know if I was cheating because I think a lot. So I didn't know. I have to trust me. I think I could do. Oh, you know what? All my automatic writing is when I do the captions or like the descriptions. That's my automatic writing. Duh. Okay. But like I want it to be like random. Like I read a letter or a story to, you know, as someone's, you know, long lost loved one or something like that, or you know, their person, you know, specific messaging that I could write. But I don't know, maybe I could do that later. Okay, I'm just so comfortable with what I already do that I love it already, because it hits many spots, whether you're looking for it or not. There's bone reading, the use of animal bones, typically chicken, but others are fine too. Nuts, shells, seeds, and even bees to receive spiritual messages. I mean, I collect things, so of course I've already, you know, like such as this, you know, I want to read these. I mean, I've read stuff like this before. I just haven't posted all of it. Because it was like from a while back, so maybe I'll revisit it again. I don't know. Anyway, there's that. Candle reading. Gazing upon a flame of a candle to see shapes, symbols, pictures, scenes, or figures. Yes, that's actually quite fun. Dreams. Deciphering messages by the colors, people, structures, and symbols found with the dreams, either by traditional dreaming or lucid dreaming. Dreaming is often considered the oldest form of divination in the world. Okay. Flower herb divination. This can be done in several different forms, including but not limited to drawing a flower that resonates with you and divining the characteristics, noting the day of the week in which you saw a flower and counting the number of petals on a flower. That's funny. I did that for my aunt one day. One of her paintings. I interpreted like like more than half of her paintings that she had there, and one of them wasn't even hers, and it's crazy. Interesting. That was like on the very beginning of my journey. Very, very, very big. So like, I don't know, 2 years ago? 2 to 3 years ago? Anyway, numerology, one of the oldest forms of divination in the world that uses name and birth date of an individual to determine a set of numbers that hold meaning to a person's characteristics, ways to succeed in life, and how a person learns, among other things. Yeah, I mean, I would include angel numbers into there, you know. Palmistry, reviewing the shapes, lines, and fingers on the hands to determine a person's chances of health, wealth, and love throughout life. Palmistry is mentioned several times in the Bible, making it one of the oldest forms of divination. You know, I ran into a palmist, a palm reader. Jeez, I couldn't. That was for like celebrity, or you know, read for celebrities and whatnot. But he seemed like really cool and down to earth. However, I didn't really get to see him. I just didn't have the money to see him, so I didn't want to disrespect him, and I don't want to lead him on. So I just but like I passed by him, and when I went back to him, I didn't see him there anymore. That's okay. What were we gonna say about that? Oh, but a long time ago, a long time ago, before I was married, I got my palm read. I actually paid, like, I don't know, $80 was a lot at the time. And she looked at me. She was lying, like, there's something that she was lying to me, like she was scanned, like there was something that she wasn't telling me. So I just didn't have a good experience with her. And from then on, I didn't care to go to any palm readers anymore, because I just felt like I couldn't trust them. I just felt like people could make up. So I started trying to learn them myself. But there were so many intricacies that, like, I'm just so used to reading I think I need to practice some more. You just have to get used to also reading other people's hands, because, like, mine are mine. Like, so I expect, like, where the fuck is your lifeline? You know, like, there's that. So I'm just used to just reading my own. And, yeah, so there's that. Okay, moving on. Runes, thought to be the invention of the Nordic god Odin. Runes are the stones with carved symbols and are used to answer both simple and elaborate questions. Runes can be read in a similar way to tarot by arranging them into spreads. I would also group sigils into there. I mean, yeah, basically used similarly. Scrying, using a shiny surface such as a mirror, polished gemstones, or even water to receive visions. Yeah. I think we got some newbies here that really want to learn, and, like, high five to you. Good for you. Because there's only so many people that you can really open up your energy to, even in this realm. Like, I have learned, and I am still kind of deciphering. I'm still deciphering who's who and what's what and all of that. Yeah, but expect a lot of trip ups when you engage further, you know what I mean? So as long as you remind yourself, you know, that you hold the power and that you can hold your shit down and develop it, then you're good. You know what I mean? You're resilient. You have to, all of that will remind you to get back up, to get back up, to get back up. And also, it will assist in the learning process of not always having to, like, do an eye for an eye thing, where you knock the people down that, you know, did that to you. Sometimes you let them, you know, continue on until like it folds upon them, like the tide folds upon them. And, you know, it's, you choose your battles with all of that stuff. It's learning, okay? So that was pleasant. I kind of, I like that. That was pretty tame. I did not expect that. Now for this, cards. I'm excited we have new learners here. Yay! Let me know if you want to learn something in particular. Okay. All right, so this era is one where we're humbled into becoming more self-learned, more self-disciplined, for sure. Yeah, this era, that's what it's about. I'm hearing hokey pokey. Oh, but there's like a magic jail cell, like the pokey and like Toki, you know. But you know, you put that barrier thing where you're like on the threshold between here and there. It's like you put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. That's testing the waters. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around bit by bit. That's what it's all about. And then you do the left turn, you know, until you're fully in and you're like, oh, like now you're like a wet dog, you know, shaking off. And you just, you know, so it's fun. Oh, laughter. Talk about that. Talk about dogs. I'm hearing nothing but the dog in me. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Curiosity. Nothing but the dog in me. Yeah, it gets you panting for sure. Mr. Clinton. Okay, what goes in laughter, Spirit, for this like era? So we started off like really like drab, like what is this? And it's, remember that trio, that trifold? It's gonna be awesome. That's the finishing touch. That's where we're at right now. So it goes in laughter, Spirit. Okay, that's the one. Oh, it's no longer being trapped and cornered anymore. Like we used to be. You know? Where somebody really hung us up. Like, so we can find a lot of pleasure in being like out in the open and free. You know? This area tells me that there is a lot of feng shui. I mean, like there's a lot of open possibilities here. So we can take delight in the fact that that's the direct opposite of what we saw right here. Like all crumpled up. Are we doing those? Dude, it really wants to go through. Okay. So top card is Child in reverse. So it's a Maturation. And then Boast in reverse. So it's kind of like a humbling time. This is, I'm just reading the energy from it. Father in reverse. So I guess mother or son. I'm hearing Mother Nature's son from Beatles. The Beatles, okay. Disgrace in reverse. So pride or like confidence. Comic in reverse. I'm gonna say there's a time and a place for comic for real. Then there's dream. Okay, so some of you are very much. Okay, this is a lot. Okay, that's okay. Getting a lot of dream downloads for sure. Apology in reverse. Boredom in reverse. Some of you are there's pending apologies, yeah, that we have to look forward to. Like they are well due time to come through. Like legit apologies, not just say you're sorry, you know, kind of thing. But this is also 100% about being yourself and unapologetic. Change. which is AKA death in reverse. All right, what goes in child spirit in reverse? We're going to be here for quite a bit. Okay, that's the one. Or auric fields, okay, in reversal. As we mature, this era is meant for us to discover our inner child. Okay, this is also in reversal too. So it's as we expand, not to lose sight of that inner light. Okay, what goes in boast? So, because they're saying, like, what is growth when you don't maintain that internal core energy? Like, it's because growth without the connection of your what brings you true life is just expansion. It's like bloatedness. That's all that it is. So boast in reverse is, what do you want for that, spirit? That one. Mother child. Remember Mother Nature's son? Anyway, there's some connection to that, but this is in reversal. So some of you probably haven't had the best relationships with like a matronly type of figure, or that there's, you know, you can be happy that there's this path is the allowance to developing it. I definitely say that going in the boast in reverse. So this is being confident in its most like domestic form. Like, it's not super on blast. It's just like, it's use your inside voice. Yeah. This is sacred. This is peaceful. It's good. Okay. Father in reverse. Okay. What goes in there, spirit, for this era that we're in right now? Oh, that's also pointing to like Mother Nature. You know what I mean? Like that connection point. It's very quiet and sacred. That is an open door to that promising venue of finding answers. Okay, again, this is the door lock key thing. Oh, but it's in upright, so it's unlocking. Yeah, unlocking the true whatchamacallits, the true messaging of, you know, Mother Nature. Oh wait, where are you? Right here. You see? Unlocking the door to that. A new appreciation for, you know, that, for what both you and like Mother Gaia, Mother Nature, sentience, the cosmic mother, what it has to convey to us, like within our developments. Because remember, we were talking about the planetary shift that's going on here. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so disgrace in reverse. What goes in? Who goes there? What goes in there, spirit? It's the forest in reverse. We're talking about Mother Nature. What the frick? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so it's about honoring and respecting the tides of change. Also, when you go into the forest, like, not only you are changed, but every footstep that you make changes all sentience that's within it. So you affect it as it affects you. So be mindful of that. That when you step into like this realm of unfamiliarity and somewhat darkness, that that you were chosen to walk that path. You were chosen to step into the wild. Yeah, welcome to the jungle. It's, I'm getting two songs out of that. The one that you just like, what was inferred in that, but it's Jungle Love. Oh, yeah. Think I wanna know ya, jungle love. So this is a clear invite to getting to know yourself as well as your surroundings in its most intimate form. You'll definitely find a lot of answers in those observations, and be careful where you tread, how you tread, your choice of day, time, etc. Not to agonize over it, not to be paranoid over it, but this is more of mindfulness within totality. Okay. Then there's comic in reverse. Remember we said, I'm pretty sure that's more of like a time and place for that role, but comic, okay. Oh, home and hearth. Yeah, you know what? Definitely a time and place for that. When you get to that level of inviting people to your home and like that cozy atmosphere where you get the fire going, like not many get the fire going. Oh, there's some intimacy here too, but there's you know, you don't like people who have to maintain their their chimney or whatever. I hear it's a bitch like over time. So when you get to that level of kind of like intimacy of getting to know one another, like not everything is a joke. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're talking about also the connection of the previous, which is like this is not a game. You have to think more long term. So when you're using accessing the point of a comic, it's only situationally speaking. It's not like a blanket statement. Like you have to have a sense of humor for everything. And no, that's not your free pass card to everything. Okay, that's what they're saying. Oh yeah, you can't treat intimacy as a joke, which also means like when you step into the forest, there's something about because they're predecessors to those living situations before you. So I don't know. I think we're going to leave that there. Okay, and then there's a dream. What goes in that box, Spirit? For this era that we're in. Okay. No longer spilt milk here. Okay, so there's kind of like an Inception thing because it's in reversal. The way that it feels right there. It's like things are shattered, but they're not. So this is where some of the concepts are played around in our head. Like it helps us, like it's a dry run to the actual atmosphere to where we're at. That's not always the case, but when it feels like that, we're like, ooh, I'm in trouble, or oh god, that's a mess. Or you're like, I need to clean that up, or that's my fault, my bad. It's catching yourself within those common triggers. It's catching yourself. That's definitely like Inception for sure. Yeah, I have a different kind of chill. Like it's like an auric chill. I don't know. It's kind of different. Change. What goes in there? Oh my god. Oh wait. Yeah, we have apology and okay there. Okay, so what goes in change? Oh, look at that. It felt like it rolled out to my left side. Planting seeds. Look at that. So sowing the seeds of love. Like it's being able to know that you can impact your environment based on like they're taking like kicking ass and taking taking names and something like that, but it's kind of like that where they're taking a running vote as like what you're like a ballot of what you'd like to input into this world. What is your intention? Like what do you want to grow here? And yeah, they're giving us a field of our own. Yeah, it's like a field of dreams because it's right That's insane. That's good. That's excellent. This new era is excellent. Okay, so what goes in apology in reverse? Thanks, Spirit. Okay, talking about the reflexes, huh? There's no way that, hold on, come here, I had a burp. Just talking about knee-jerk reactions here. So apologies are en route, the legit ones, for sure. I mean, people are kind of compelled to respond to our energy like that. They know that we're a healer. Some of you may be even nurses or, you know, health and wellness practitioners. So they may be very compelled to, you know, to comply. Okay. That's in our inbox. There definitely apologies in the coming. But that's not what we do, why we do what we do. That's just like a hidden gem, like along the way. Those are the beneficial byproducts of what we're doing in the now. And that's wonderful. So that's kind of like the same idea with fame. Like, fame is great. Yeah, I don't know. I never, when I was younger, when I was a kid, I would pretend like, you know, like, oh, it's so beautiful. Like, you know, I would do kind of stuff like that, and I was so famous. But at the same time, I don't remember it being like, I don't remember being very into, well, I've got to have this and have this by then, you know, like, what is it, a bridezilla? I was never, no. I don't know. So, just the cards that come through are just kind of strange to me to see. So it's nice, it's cool, it's great, you know. But that's also to stay mindful that if you're in the same league that, like everybody knows on their individual basis what they're saying is that there's going to be some like fake apologies that are like knee-jerk reactions, like I gotta say it like so I can get my good in at this point. But we don't want to focus on that, okay? We're more involved with what we're doing now that actually brings us like good solid answers. So what goes in boredom in reverse? There's a lot going on, okay? There's a lot going on for us, and what does it say right here? Oh, look, they set the table. We're here. So we rubbing elbows with the echelons, but like, dude, this is at the head of the table, freaking head of the class right there. What? You know, when you're having a meeting and you're at the end of the table, that means you are conducting it. You know what I mean? And it's only a matter of time. The last time I got this card, I was like, you know, the next month that has the 31st in it. Oh, low ringing. There's some bullshit energy. There's a warning in my right ear. I don't know. It was 58:51 when I finally looked at the timing on the clock thing. But it says, like 5 o'clock on here, on the watch. What the frick? Who was that? I'm gonna check what the frick was that all about. Oh. Some skanks. Skankalicious skanks. That's what that's... People, like... Oh, what? Okay, let's put her in hangman mode and cut through the deck. What did she get? There's disharmony in her life. Like, forget that. Dismiss it. Motion to dismiss. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. She, like, heads will roll. Heads will roll. You know, what is it? Who's next? Then what's next? That's for us, okay? And for her, it's or it could even be a male with like foul divine feminine energy, like don't know how to work with their divine feminine energy, that's freaking jealous. 8 of it's still muffled a little bit, just a little. There's no ring, but it was just a slight muffle. That's a first. They're not wanting to hear it. They're clocked out, but they need to put the work in for sure. So we're more focused on ours now. I'm gonna cut it into this deck, and what do we come with it? King of Swords, nothing but the truth, nothing but the juice. Yep, that's what they're saying. They're also saying Earth magic. Oh, bury the wand, bury the hatchet kind of thing. You know, like there's nothing quite like the truth. Okay. Got dry there for a second. Ain't nothing but the truth. Double crown. King me. Rainbow in the background. I'm hearing diamond in the back. I don't know, something. It's a song. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to leave that upright. Good for you. All right. So I'm going to look at the calendar real quick. I want to see what's going on here. So, some of you are into 90s because, like, this doesn't happen on its own. Remember when we used to, like, go like this? We'd have a gel right there, and it would be like that. It would be like that. I mean, this is, like, a little massive, maybe. I don't know. But it would be a lot more. Like, you could see the tooth comb, like, the teeth of the comb, like, just straight up right there. And it would just be like, it would be like Charles in Charge, Jamie, you know? Like that hairdo. Okay, so this is January 2024. It's a new January 2024. It's a new year. Okay. So I don't know what's going on around that time. Okay. So I don't know what's going on around that time. And that could be like, dude, you don't even have to stick to that schedule, they're saying. What do you want to say to me about that? Yeah, they're saying that definitely for me. What are they saying for you? Oh, you don't have to go with the Jonases. You don't have to go with what everybody else is doing. Like with this collective message, basically. Collective for a certain bunch, let me tell you, okay? Because it's not for everybody's stomach, you know? Am I going to read all of this? Dude, it's basically saying all the stuff that we just said down there, all the smokers. Okay, some of you are smokers. Quit it. You know what they're saying? Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Yep. Yeah, because you're dimming your light, basically. Like, there's something about it where it's kind of like distancing you. Oh, shoot. But also to, they're saying that's a forgiveness in the coming, so you've got to forgive yourself for, what took you there, why you validated it, and, the transition out of it. Yeah. So anyway, this is good. It gives us like pretty much everything here. Yeah, some people you got to say goodbye to because they're definitely backstabbers once you get all cozy and you're sat at the table. for sure. Okay, that's what it's saying there. I don't even know what this thing belonged to. Oh, it was did it go to boredom? Yeah, excitement. Yeah, there's a lot of excitement. So bottom of the deck now is Turtle in reverse and Habit in reverse. So it's breaking out of old habits in order to expedite this process, like becoming more efficient. So it's not about like the speed to market, go fast stuff, but it's trying new formulas that will, yeah, create more efficiencies. Because I'm getting like habitat, you know, like we're so used to a certain pace. Hide. People, again, masks hide their true identities. So you don't know who's fooling who over here. But there's something about keeping our guard up, almost like but in a different way. Like all this practice, especially with like creating new formulas to create inefficiencies or to develop efficiencies, that's how we have our guard up. When we go out and explore nature, when we like all of this is inclined to tell us that there's an elevation point in which there's thinner air. So you have to maximize your lung capacity and build your resistance in just a newly developed way. So again, this is wonderful because the crown chakra is expanding and not just expanding, but your crown chakra is growing. Ours are. Excellent. Bill and Ted's excellent adventure. Okay, I want to do dice. I could do this forever. Okay, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? I'm just getting a few here. Boop. What do we have here? Okay, we have Beauty in reverse, Epiphany inverted, City kind of extroverted or upright, and then Surprise in reverse. So wonderful things are coming. Wonderful things are coming. And it's almost in like an urban atmosphere. It's but like with urban atmospheres, like there's a common ground. Like there's no surprise to certain things. Hello. But we're being given like certain revelations, epiphanies. I don't know. I want to kind of say that's for me because that's on my bed. So give me a second. All right. For you, dial it. It might be for us because I'm doing it in my delivery zone. Oh, I mean, on my like inbox zone. That's okay. We can do a little bit of a share. According to my guides, my most like core guides. What do you want to say? Okay, what fell on the hide picture thing is anxiety, is extrovert or like out there. What does this say? Religion in reverse. Oh, somebody's losing their religion. Consider this. Consider this. You are not me. The things that I must go through. Distance. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. Trying to keep an eye on you, but I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I said too much. I said enough. I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you cry. Every whisper, every waking hour, I'm losing my religion. Okay, there's something, there's a lot there, okay. What fell on the wristwatch is, oh gosh, I can't read it. They're old in reverse. Oh yeah, so there's like, they're saying not to get too caught up with the timing that I gave you over there. It's just like kind of a span of time to, you know, really think about those things. In fact, they're definitely telling you, oh, this is part of the messaging, not to like move forwards. I don't speak Portuguese, but I think it says good night. I mean, I think Portuguese is fairly intuitive. There's a blend of like Spanish in there too, yeah. But there's, I'd say more of a, like a musical piece to the language. Definitely, I would say that. I've never heard of Portuguese music though. You drop in a suggestion if you have one. So old in reverse. So yeah, it's instead of like moving forward, they're saying what's most important is to move back in time. Like as far as your, yeah, that's what they're saying from the previous, like from the earlier messaging. So what's under the seat of the table is omen extroverted. So something is about to occur for us, especially you, but there may be some anxiety with like not knowing who to trust, and they're absolutely saying like go ahead and shake it off. We're gonna go ahead and do a do-over on that because we're focused more on our abilities and our energies, okay, to be able to kind of stand like hold our guard. Yeah, so the nurse, what fell, it fell, oh yeah, it fell right over the nurse. Okay, they're saying that you can, it's a surprise, definitely. You can heal yourself on that level. Like you can manage those discrepancies and it's like, ta-da, you're here, you can do it. So that's that. All right, I was gonna do bananagrams, but I feel like I've been here forever, for a long time. So now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors, all my supporters, all donations provided in light and love. Thank you for respecting my time, my space, my energy, my work. Whoops, my work, my health, wellness, my essence, and that of my children's. So, upon closing all portals, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. Blanket statement again. As for our own good, especially within this era. Holy moly, yeah. In light and love, I close all portals. Now,